There you go. How y'all doing today, baby? It is Wednesday. It's hump day, baby. And there's Clyde there to help us get over the hump and get us heading towards the next weekend, baby, because we need it. Thank you, Lone Wolf, for providing the guide to the week, baby. Clyde's doing a hell of a good job, my friend. Anyway, I'm not supposed to yell a lot. I didn't feel well earlier, and all of a sudden I'm not supposed to raise my... Anyway, I had a rant ready to go in my head. And what is there not to rant about? You know, shit, we get this shit show parade that we're seeing on TV now about the flurry of pardons that Donnie's fixing to put out on Eric, on Don Jr., on Ivanka, on Jarrett, on Giuliani, anybody else. And also we find out that he's also out there, I guess, what, the White House is peddling them, putting them on eBay, I guess. You know, you want a pardon, I think they even have an easy payment plan, you know. Yeah, 50 million down, 50 million a year for 50 years. Yeah, Donnie might give you a little pardon there, baby. That's what it looks like. Pardons are for sale. It's another demonstration of the corruptness. And why would his family need pardons? That's a big question. Why would Don Jr. or Ivanka, why would Ivanka need a pardon? You reckon she's done anything illegal? Do you think she's stolen any money or made a deal with somebody and used our ass in the United States as collateral or some shit? Yeah, you bet your ass they did. I was all set to talk about that shit. Either that or hear the fact that Donnie is threatening to veto the defense spending bill. Remember that now. We support the troops over protections, over liability for protection on social media. He wants to sue Twitter and Facebook and anybody else. He wants to sue them all to prove that he is the president, I guess. That's what this is about. He is willing to hold up. He's willing to hold up funds for military pay raises for the Defense Department that we always say we have to do, baby. We have to support the troops. We got to get the, unless Donnie gets paid. At first it was the naming of the bases. If you don't take that off the bill, I'm not signing it. I'm going to, well, that didn't work. Well, if you don't give me this right here and let me sue Twitter, I'm not going to give the money to the defense. Are you shitting me? It's all transactional unless Donnie gets a little something, baby. Screw you. Screw the military. Screw anything else. Screw your pandemic. He doesn't give a shit. A little payola, baby. Give him the next 4 years and maybe he'll throw you another $1,200 stimulus check or something like that. Yeah, I was all prepared to rip into him for that. And then about an hour ago, a little more than that now, probably about closer to 2 hours ago, the demon seed that we have in the White House. Even after yesterday, who's that, Stellar down there in Georgia, called him out and said if you don't stop this, people could die. If he doesn't stop insinuating all his lies and riling up the wrong people, somebody's going to get hurt. That's what they told him yesterday. So what does he do today? He put out about a 45-minute video today, going through a whole list, baby, of this is the most, he said it was the most important speech of his presidency. And he went on to talk about how the election system was under attack and under siege, and our country itself is under attack. He went on to talk about how his opponent was told, you don't have to campaign, baby. We got this locked up. They told him that. They told him you don't have to, Joe Biden doesn't have to go campaign because we have it locked up. He's insinuating that it was rigged all over and over and over again. He talked about a ballot scheme by the Democrats, all in the swing states, all of them. People were walking up trying to vote for Trump, and they told him, no, I'm sorry, you can't vote. And the people just walked away going, oh, well, I guess I can't vote, until later when they say, hey, I was stopped from voting. Really? Really? He had charts He had charts talking about, look at here, I was winning, baby. I was winning. And then look at here, right here, a big number came in. And I wasn't winning by so much anymore. I was losing. It's all a big dump. Ballot dump, he calls it, in voter fraud by the Democrats by millions of ballots, millions of ballots. He's talking about no observers in the room, and we couldn't observe in places. With the software Dominion, he went through a whole freaking list of bullshit that has already been proven in the courts to be nothing but bullshit. So you'd think he'd stop, because it is a threat to our country. But no, baby, he's not stopping. He's pushing it farther. He is trying his best to speak to that little group of people out there. I don't know, some whack job, right-wing nut job, militia, Proud Boy shit. Trying to convince them that, hey, you have to rescue America because it was stolen from him. In Georgia, the Democrats are already cheating. In the next election in January, the Democrats are already, there's cheating going on because so many people have requested mail-in ballots. We need to investigate to see who those people are. They're called voters. Voters in this country. And that's the one thing that the Republican Party is so hell-bent on preventing them to vote, is Republicans. And this idiot that we have in the White House, this fool, this desperate con man, is willing to pit American against American. He wants to incite that. He wants them to think that they were cheated and that it was a massive fraud. I know. Talked about the envelopes. We have to look at the envelopes. We have to look at the signatures. We have to investigate this whole 2020 election because he won. This whole video is just a cry to his minions to say, don't give up. I won. What did he say? He said many smart people had come to him and congratulated him. He knew he won because so many smart people came to him and said, congratulations, sir, you have won. Anytime he says that, somebody came to me and said, congratulations, sir, or you're wonderful, sir. They came to me and told me how great I was, sir. It's bullshit. But it's how he ended it. He was telling them at the end that we don't have a country anymore. We have lost our country in this election. Those are mighty powerful words coming from the White House, baby. That's our house. That's our house. And what is it now? Biden has won by over 7 million now, or was it 8 million? I can't keep track. Hell, it just keeps going up when they keep counting. Damn, it's sort of like that testing. If they just quit testing, they wouldn't find the COVID. Which, by the way, is going rampant in this country. What's he doing about it? Not a shit-ass thing. Playing golf again, I guess. Diddling his little mushroom, I guess. I'm so concerned. Oh, he went on to talk about how he was the best in 2016, that he beat everybody. He beat all those Republicans that were trying. He beat them, and I was so great. And I've done a great presidency. He went on to talk about this and that. And he talked about the investigation that he's went through for 4 years. He brought up Mueller investigation. And then he accused the Democrats of using COVID-19 pandemic as a ploy to win the election, and it's all a big fraud. The man is a raving lunatic. What have we got? A couple of Republicans willing to stand up and tell him to shut his mouth? 5 words, baby. 5 words. That's why Joe Biden won, because he was big enough to say the words, baby. Will you shut up, man? That's what the Republican Party has to stand up, find its tiny little quivering balls, and tell that man to shut up. He lost. He's got to leave. He doesn't have to burn down our democracy on the way out. On the way out the door. Our country has survived many, many things, terrible things, fought terrible wars. But the biggest threats to it has always been from the inside. During the Civil War, it was horrific. American against American, brother against brother. And he seeks to do that. Not on a dividing line of property, but the ideology that spreads through these idiots. That's how Germany got to where it was and into World War II again. They convinced everybody it was all a big lie. And that's what Donnie's trying to do now. Convince Americans that it's all a big lie. That unless he won, unless he was the victor, well, you know it's rigged. And I have all these charts to prove it. I don't know. I keep waiting for patriotism from that side of the aisle, from the Republican side, to come up and save the day, to start standing up against this man before he destroys everything. But the longer I watch this stuff, it's obvious that they're willing to pay the price of our democracy if it keeps them in power. Maybe if Donnie gets put in as permanent king, maybe I get to stay permanent congressman or permanent senator. I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but they're not thinking about our country. They're not thinking about our democracy. The Republican Party is willing to watch it flush down the toilet, baby. And they keep allowing this man to put out propaganda, lies, and bullshit without saying a word. The guy from Georgia was right. This keeps up, somebody's going to get hurt, somebody's going to get shot, and somebody's going to die. That's what he said. Anyway, it's Wednesday, baby. We're just halfway through this week. That man's still got 7 weeks to go or some shit like that. I don't know what else is going to happen, but we are going to see a whole lot of pardons coming down. Everybody gets a pardon. They didn't commit no crimes, but they might need a pardon later on or something. You never know. It's disgusting. This man came in as a crook and he's going out as a crook. But I think he's the perfect metaphor for the Republican Party, because those people are nothing but thieves, liars, and cheats. I have no use for them. They're disgusting. And people that support this man still, those that still wave their flag for this man, you turned your back on your country. You turned your back on our democracy. The longer you support this man, the more it just proves that that flag that we wave, that means nothing to you. You'd burn it in a heartbeat and sell it off to a golden calf, a lion, a con man. Sad, baby. It's sad. Anyway, that's all I got today. Trying to keep my blood pressure down. That's all I got today. It's hump day, so we got to get over this stuff and get into the weekend. And every hump day from now on, and every Beer and Bud Friday from now on for another 7 weeks, we'll get through that shit. And we'll watch this disgusting little maggot of a man go out the door and hopefully, I think more than likely, watch him get prosecuted for all the crimes that he has committed. Because there's a lot of them, baby. Anyway, we're going to be back tomorrow night with another Blue Dot family meeting, so please come by and join us. I want to thank Gail Mitchell and Miss Nomad for donations that they sent in that did not appear on the screen. So thank you, ladies, very much. I appreciate it tremendously. That's it. That's all I got, baby. Like, share, subscribe. John Bertavo of Blue Dot in Texas, and have been for a long time now. And we've grown a huge family here from one old man at the end of the street who raised his voice. And I am so blessed to know how many people like-minded in this country and around the world, indeed, share my views on and my anger at this. My anger, not my anger. I ain't talking about anger. I'm talking about... Anyway, I love y'all. Take care of yourself. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Stay socially distanced. Put a smile on somebody's face. do the best you can every day to get through this shit. And we'll be here tomorrow night for another Blue Dot family meeting. Anyway, we'll see you all later. Bye now.